What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Brock. And we are joined by two special guests tonight, all the way from Wisconsin. Correct?
All right. You got it?
We have Jeff Reno and Josh, is it Ramel?
Ramel.
Josh Ramel.
There you go.
Hi. Good to see you guys.
Also known as the Wisconsin crew.
Wisconsin crew. And today's characters.
Galacticon, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think your first Galacticon was my first Galacticon as well.
It may have been. Our first one we can always remember is the one where they gave away Lycosa.
That was the one.
Yeah,
was that the first one?
That was
97. Yep, that was my first as well. So,
yeah,
a couple veterans here with us. We're not big time Mike Fortune here. But
no, we can't live up to the master, but we try.
We're pretty darn close.
Yeah, not bad.
You're in your 20s.
Yeah, we're an old school group here. Yeah, I think we were 21 our first year we came. Yeah,
we had the map we had to follow to get there.
Oh yeah. Paper
maps. Now you just use your phone.
Mm-hmm. Totally different.
I remember when I pulled in and I saw a car with a license plate. I think it was Sexy Boy or
HB Kid. Yes.
Okay. HBK license plate. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. I'll never forget.
Respect.
The very, very lukewarm reception that I received with those license plates.
Nice. So our characters today are one half of the greatest tag team of all time, Dreadnaught and Comrade Terror. We have Dreadnaught and Darkos.
Very nice. I like that Dreadnought art too.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, that's his best art he's ever had.
I agree.
Now, you guys might not realize this, but for a while, Brock teamed up Comrade Terror and Dreadnought.
Oh, okay. This is why the greatest tag team of all time.
Yes.
Yep.
Very cool.
That's a running joke here.
One got cloned or something.
Yeah.
I didn't know better.
I didn't know any better.
It was.
We had some interesting adventures, back in the early teenage years ourselves. Different understandings of the rules. So,
but there's something too I want to bring up just before we start. This is a question that I thought of when a couple episodes ago. We did one entire episode for Akuma, the most influential character probably in the GWF game. That symbol on his chest. What does it mean? It's been on all the cards.
Mm-hmm.
So my cousin, who's lived in Japan for 25 years, speaks Japanese, writes it, reads it, married to a Japanese woman. I asked him, what is that symbol? And when I learned what the symbol was, it's kind of disappointing.
Oh.
It's actually got a name. It is called Tushi. Tsuchi, and it means dirt.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
What? So why? Why is that on
there? I don't know. Steve might have just had somebody draw it.
He like the symbol maybe, and like many young Americans didn't learn the meaning first.
Yep.
Means soil or dirt.
He may have known, though.
That's true.
Just to make it a joke. I can see that happening as well.
You like the way the symbol looked.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd add that in because it was a layover question, and I finally got the answer.
It's a good call. Very nice.
Love it.
But we'll start off with Darkos. He broke in as a manager and then decided, hey, I want to pick up the mantle and try wrestling.
Yeah, for us, his biggest success was as a manager, I would think.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
He didn't do a ton for us in singles or anything.
No. His wrestling career was kind of short and uneventful, at least from what I remember.
But he won a couple Manager of the Year awards as a manager in our Fed.
Yeah, he wrestled for 9 years with me.
Wow.
He captured one title.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
And he didn't do much to win the title. It was a tag title. And in my in my Fed, I have what's called Battle Bowl. So I take 32 completely random wrestlers, literally shuffle their cards, and deal out 16 teams.
Okay.
And whoever you're teamed up with, that's your partner. And only a couple times have actual tag teams been partnered up just randomly. Sometimes I've had arch enemies team up. This time, Darkos was teamed with Chaos.
Oh, that was a nice one.
Luck of the draw.
But standing on the ring apron, nice. Okay.
But he had a nice level 2 offense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his card's not
and
bad.
Chaos would finish him off. And
didn't WCW do something like Battle Bowl in the 90s or something like that?
yeah, that's where I stole the idea from.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I thought I heard that before. Yeah, that felt vaguely familiar.
Not original. I was 16 or 18, something like that, when I saw it, and I'm like, I'm going to use this in my Fed.
Yeah. Sounded like it felt like I'd heard that before. Yeah.
Solid idea.
Yeah, and so they held it, I think, for 8 or 9 defenses before, because 9 times out of 10, Chaos wrestled the entire match.
Sure.
But one time he had to tag out because he got beat severely, and he had to tag in Darkos, and that was all she wrote. That 5-pin.
Well, yeah. Starts a little on the high side there.
You want to take in Darkos and go for the final curtain?
I would have.
I would have, for sure.
I mean, his level 3 defense, he's got the 8-5 pin, but he only has 1 down with a leave. So you have to kind of roll the pin to get pinned. So
yeah. His defense overall is actually pretty solid.
He had not a bad card.
No.
Yeah.
Just one of those guys, I think, that got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
Let's say he was solid.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He was a solid 3-point wrestler for me, and yeah, he's one of these guys because at this point in time there was probably 60 to 70 guys wrestling in the GWF.
Oh, yeah, that was the days when sudden death had to be introduced.
Yeah, and war games and stuff like that. So yeah, he ended up, as Brock said, getting lost in the shuffle because a lot of guys got lost in the shuffle in Brock's Feds.
It's true, because I tried to play catch up. And I regret it still.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But with that many guys too, you could easily have somebody get lost.
Oh,
But
sure.
I think he did with me as well because I really don't remember him doing much of anything.
No.
I can't recall.
Yeah, he really didn't.
For us, like right now, nothing's jumping out at me. It's
No. Like I said, I think most of his success came
As a manager,
managing Masked Assassins for us, but yeah, he didn't really have much in-ring success.
Yeah, I think we're just talking about his actual card. See, what I do is because you guys, every wrestler gets their own little card, and I write what they do, their wins, losses, even people injured. He was a pretty nasty guy. He injured 33 people.
Holy smoke.
That's a lot.
He was a
It
pretty
feels like a
brutal
lot.
guy.
I don't really have any context for you, but that feels like a lot.
That is a lot. Suffered 10 cards and suspensions. He was a very nasty wrestler.
Wow.
I always thought it kind of reminded me of Dr. Doom. Just
Oh,
those looks.
I see that for sure.
Yeah.
So if he got a colored card, would he get the green cloak too?
I think they made it red.
No,
I think so.
they didn't want to have it look like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
I don't remember that. I don't have that one handy from the reimagined stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't seen many of the reimagined. I don't rebuy the sets for cards I'm not going to use.
You should.
Yeah. How about, yeah. Let's get on that, Mike. Come on.
What kind of collector are you?
Hey, I did order the. I got the cards from the autumnal convention yesterday.
Oh, okay. How do you like them?
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
You said you got them. What are you talking
Well,
about?
no, like I ordered them.
You bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a
Okay.
ticket, but they never sent me the Zoom information, so I forgot all about it.
And I bought a ticket at like 3 o'clock and got sent the information.
Oh, okay.
They,
I guess
they,
Brock-
they didn't want me there.
I had company, so I couldn't make it.
No.
It's all
Fair
good though. I would not have been able to attend anyway, but I mainly got it for the cards. So,
But so Brock, what did he do for you? Anything?
mainly as a manager, not as a wrestler. Like I said a little bit ago, he didn't really. This was the time I was trying to play catch up, so I don't really have a whole lot of history with these early '90s characters. So, yeah, I remember him more as a manager for my Fed.
And a darn good manager at that.
That's true.
But looking at his card, I'm like, this guy would have been tough to deal with.
He seems better now in hindsight than he was back then.
He does.
We get that a lot. We're like, why didn't Galactic Punisher win more?
Yeah, wait. I don't know. Darkos said feels better today than he did, back in the mid '90s or
Maybe the power creep's all a myth, and we just don't remember that they were good characters then.
Well, High Pin is a little scary on his card, though.
Yeah, I suppose he probably took a lot of quick losses there whenever anybody actually got to his level 3 defense. But.
Yeah, if somebody hits a finisher, he's toast.
Yeah, that's usually what happened. But how would you power creep Darkos, make him better?
I'd lower his pin.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the.
Yeah, I think
Right?
that's the obvious one for sure.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the universal one. Lower it to like a 3, and you got yourself an IG champ.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Because the rest of his card is solid.
He's got.
Yeah,
I like his
mean,
middle. His middle's strong.
Yeah, it's a very strong middle. I mean, maybe you give him something on that punch in the face, 2 on the. Yeah, just
Make
give
that
him
a 3
a choice at least.
Or something.
Something there.
Because his charts B, A, B, B, so nothing below a B.
Yeah.
DQ is 6, but he's a bad guy, so makes sense.
That would be my second choice. Switching the punch to face and make it more powerful. Make it a 3 or put a choice by it. So it's not just a 2.
Yeah.
That's always such a buzzkill whenever you hit that. You get somebody down and then you roll that 1 and
Yeah.
somehow then they roll on 2 and then they get a dazed 1 and you're like, oh, we're starting over.
It's like you were on level 3 a second ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whole match.
something I hate about Incredible Badger. Burrow blast, enemy drop, body slam, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, the rest of his card is shockingly solid looking back at.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any downs on level 2 defense.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have any downs anywhere except for the lead one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember
Yeah,
him being
I
this
don't
good.
remember him. Yeah. I mean, we just hated,
Like we
we hated
yeah.
on the high pin back in the day.
I
Maybe
must have. I
yeah.
don't know. Because he's actually not that bad now that I look at him.
He's got one of those cards where you look at it and go, this guy should have done a whole lot more.
You should have done
Yeah,
more.
honestly, he's really shockingly good in hindsight. I mean, really, the only bad thing is the high pin. Everything else, you wouldn't be upset with at all.
Mm-hmm. We got to reboot. We got to give Darkos the push he deserved.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's replaying through right now, either on a reboot or for the first time, let's push Darkos.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of the first supervillains.
Yeah. He's up there.
Yeah, he hung around a long time too. He didn't leave the GWF until 2109.
Yeah. So that's quite a long. I mean.
Yeah, he got a new card in 2102. I'm not sure if that was just a manager or I don't think it was. That was a wrestling card. So yeah,
It's like a 20-year run there.
yeah, not bad.
We can
What was his original distractor rating? 6 or a 7?
feel like
I think it was a 6.
Was it a 6?
I don't think anybody started with a 7, did they?
Minor
Minor
Beguile.
Beguile.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Thank you. That's,
Yeah, that one, I remember him. He was one of my favorites.
And but we can slide on over to the Dreadnought.
It was a 5.
Oh, 5. He's got it. You got it right there.
Yeah.
I was going to get a 6.
Okay.
So that's a little low for him. I think he should have been higher than a 5.
All right. So now, Dreadnaught.
Nice.
One half of Brock's greatest tag team.
That's true. So other than winning the tag team titles with Comrade Terror, he didn't do much in my fit.
He was actually
he was
pretty
solid.
good
He
for
was
us.
solid for
Yeah.
us.
I mean, he won quite a bit.
Did we use him more in like heavy metal matches and that kind of stuff?
We did. We used him a
Cage.
lot in cage and heavy metal matches. And then that level 3 defense would
Yeah.
would get him sometimes when he couldn't leave the ring. But
Yeah.
other than
Yeah, he's built for specialty matches for sure.
Mhm.
he had a
Double
good
out
career.
of the ring,
Yeah.
low cage rating.
Get a +3 finisher.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
the
yeah,
guided missile plus
Big
3.
finisher, low pin. Yep. Definitely
4-1
built
pin.
a hardcore style.
yeah,
He
he did.
Well, he's still wrestling for me because I'm only in 2105.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that's really got to be the discussion, isn't it? Is when did he die, and who killed him? I mean,
Well, that card will be coming up for me soon.
yeah, this isn't the actual, but that's his story, isn't it?
He never
I
had.
tossed that over a long time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he did die in our Fed. Yeah.
Who killed him? I don't remember.
Morn killed him. CP.
Morn?
Did he mourn his death?
Yeah. No, he did not. He was shockingly unapologetic. About the whole thing. Yeah.
Rock, you're awesome.
But yeah, that was Morn
Actually,
killed him
that's
finally.
right.
He was wrestling in CPC at the time, and
Yeah,
So when
as,
did Guy and everyone else's fed?
Mike's not up there yet. I don't know if
Brock, did he die in
Brock's
your
got
Fed?
him there
He
yet.
never died in mine. I just had to
No.
write him off right out to the sunset.
Yeah.
That's let him retire.
Yeah.
Go to the retirement home.
I thought about doing that. I'm still up in the air about him because he's Comrade Terror. The / Dreadnought was one of my all-time favorite characters. I just love the name and everything.
Sure.
So I don't know how I'm going to write him off yet.
Yeah. Can't let him die off.
I may have him suffer like a
Maybe
massive
retire.
heart attack in the ring, and that'll force him to retire.
Oh yeah. The non-fatal injury.
And he's got to take a step back.
But as a Comrade Terror was a 2-time TV title and a 1-time Intergalaxian. But Dreadnought captured the TV title twice, the Intergalaxian 1 time, and the Intergalaxian tag 1 time with Tung Soon.
Oh,
Oh, Tom Soon. That was a cool one.
That was classic. Yeah.
And he won a lot of his feuds. Like he beat the hell out of Lance Atlas for 3 years. Split 2 years with Massive, lost to Patriot. So that was a pretty good run.
He beat up all those guys in our Fed too, I think.
Yeah, he was. Like I said, he was quite successful for
Mhm.
us actually. At the end of the day.
And since he's still going, I don't have his final records. And,
Yeah.
Stats there yet, yeah.
He's not fully statted.
and I had him coming in at 6'5", 280 pounds.
What are the official stats?
6'1" and 1/2 inch, 268 pounds.
Like, is he eating his Wheaties by you, or what's going on there, Mike?
I just pictured him bigger.
He is pretty thick.
Thought
He
she'd
looks
be
huge
bigger.
in that art. He
He
looks
does.
huge.
He looks huge.
I picture him as a solid guy.
that Cody wears adds some pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stylish jacket.
Yeah, it's a very stylish jacket.
You know, because I don't want to advance to his next card because, you know, then he changes once again as Dreadnought. I'm just trying to concentrate on this current Dreadnought card.
Mm-hmm.
That next card was the one that won the tag titles with Comrade Terror. The special edition one. The 2105 special edition is what won the tag titles.
Nice.
Nice. That is the greatest Dreadnought of all time. Okay.
Yeah, right.
What's with that Dreadnought?
Well, I'll explain it to these guys. They used to have the special edition cards just listed on the order form, and they didn't really say where they fit or anything. So when I was brand new to the game, I was just checking off random ones that sounded cool. And I got him, and he was an alien guy. So I'm like, oh, I'll team him with Comrade Terror. Because I only had the starter set and a handful of SE cards. So
Sure.
I can see how that mistake could
No,
happen.
yeah, makes sense.
thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
And 7-year-old Brock was like, "This is awesome."
Amazing.
Then he figured it out, and he was like, "Whoops!"
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I have so many whoopses in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who was it straightened you out? Was it Minskoff that straightened you out?
Yep, at Galacticon 7 in 1997.
Oh, nice. You woke Minskoff up long enough to get some sage advice from him? That was excellent.
that poor man had to sit with me for about 2 hours.
Awesome.
13-year-old Brock.
You did what? No. No.
I had no idea it was a continuing timeline. I just thought it was because I only had the first set, and I was telling him all this stuff I was doing. He's like, "Who are your tag champs?" And I told him, and that's when he was like, "Wait a minute." He's like,
Wait,
"You're not
what?
getting this." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Wait a minute. Let me sit you down. That's
Yeah, so he sat me down. He smartened me up to the game.
nice.
Yeah, I had no idea it was a progressing storyline. I just had got the starter set from PWI. I got it from my dad for Father's Day.
Oh,
And,
very cool.
We were just playing it like crazy. We had only had the game for maybe a month whenever we went to the first Galacticon. So we were
geez.
straight up newbies.
Truly new. Wow. Okay.
Mm,
Very cool.
but yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
had,
I got smartened up by Minskoff.
It would have been an awesome tag team too.
yeah, that's
Would have
true.
been. They were.
Not would have. They were.
They
Yes.
were.
They were, yeah.
Apparently
My
they're
little
great.
corner of the galaxy, they were.
And how would you guys power creep the Dreadnought?
For me, I think the easiest and obvious solution is to remove at least one of those downs on level 3 defense.
Yeah.
It's one of the only weaknesses he has.
Yeah.
Now, I would make the super punch howitzer and add one.
Yeah,
Mm.
you're gonna go add one on the top.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
that should be an add one. The howitzer.
I would say if you're going to leave his defense alone, maybe give him something where he doesn't have just a 4-2s in the middle. Sorry, we use a different language here. At level 2 offense, if he where he's got maybe some options to choice up to that 3,
Both choices.
something like that. If you're not going to tinker with the defense.
Yeah, because you got to hope for something good on the chart there, like the into the ropes into the turnbuckle. Yeah.
Exactly.
I like his bottom though. He's got all those
Yeah, the
shots there and stuff.
yeah the double ring and death jump there to go to the +3 finisher is a nice option already. To begin with.
He's got the little pin.
The C
Yeah,
death jump is sticking out to me.
No, that's true. Yeah,
Or lose one of those downs on level 3 defense.
yeah. Clean up the
For me,
jumps.
it'd be the down on level 3.
Yeah.
Get rid of 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah. Obviously, if he had the same number of downs as Darkos, for example, he'd be.
Oh, man.
Really tough to beat. Yeah.
He might have won some world titles.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best choice. Clean up his level 3 defense a little bit.
Yeah.
Still think we should supercharge the howitzer.
Lucky not going on. All right.
I allow it.
Supercharged super punch.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Just immediately.
Large hands.
Just really get it going.
Right off the bat.
Yep.
That fits him.
It does. Well, he's the Dreadnought. Dreadnought's a battle wagon and a warship. Makes sense.
Fits.
Yeah, see, his card could use an add-on.
Yeah, it sticks with you. It's a memorable name.
So we can slide over to our topic, which is you two, and I think you guys probably have the longest running paired up Fed in GWF history.
I think that maybe our claim to fame.
Yes.
Yeah, we began on August 7th, 1989. So.
Oh wow.
That's my birthday.
Oh, seriously? Oh, happy
August
birthday!
7th.
Oh,
Are you
very cool.
serious?
That's
Not
awesome.
1989 though.
No.
Well, it did happen on that year as well, but that wasn't the first one. Yeah, no.
Interesting how we started playing on his birthday.
Yeah,
though.
that's fantastic. We are the classic origin story, I think, of just about everybody from our generation. We saw the PWI ad and ordered it. It took, I think, about 3 months. We waited for it to finally come in the mail, and that's early August. We got the envelope. We were 13 years old, and
we bought 3 sets at a time.
yeah, we bought the first 3.
Yeah.
The Invasion was it? The first set is its own, and then Invasion 1 and 2, I think.
The Bounty Hunter set was the third one.
The Manchester Bounty Hunter set. That was the last one of the 3 that came together. And
that's when they debuted managers too.
Yeah, ripped it all open and laid it out on the floor, and we've been hooked ever since. Play every week.
Did you guys start with the original 24 and slowly introduce, or did you just?
No. We went all 48.
We just went
all
wild, everything
right from the beginning. Yeah, there was no patience. We didn't even take the time to properly read the book to understand how to play it, to understand who was teamed up with who. We dove head first into it as fast as we possibly could. I like this person's art the best, so they are the #1 pick in the draft. And
we drafted by who we liked.
We drafted by who we liked,
who we thought was cool, or who had the best art.
Who we thought had the best art. That was how that original draft went down, and Josh has been hammering me ever since, and so just crushing me at this game. But it's fun. We have a blast. So
absolutely.
How often do you guys still play together?
Weekly, once a week.
Every week.
Yep.
Once a week. We meet once a week.
Yep, we meet once a week. We have for 33 plus years now, so with the occasional rare exception.
Yeah, once in a while we'll miss a week, but it's pretty rare. It's rare that happens.
Yeah.
When you guys make your card, do you have like, okay, I'm always going to be Matador?
No, so okay, it works a little differently for us. Every new set that comes out, we draft any new cards between us. We used to fight for the #1 pick each year. We'd do a best of 7 between our existing cards, and then the winner of that would get the #1 pick. And
now we rotate.
Yeah, now we rotate because
that
just led to way too much.
Because some people would win
in fighting and drama and bullshit. So now we rotate. I get the even year picks. Josh gets the odd years, and so I just have the #1 pick in this last GWF draft, and Josh will have the next one, and so that's how we do it now. But and then we make trades. We actually just made a trade.
We made a
tonight,
trade
and so
just before we got on here.
Before this came on, because Tom's always tinkering with the rosters and tag teams and those kind of things, and so people will move back and forth between our rosters. Some people never move.
Some we refuse to trade.
Yeah,
there's always those.
And Endgame stayed with Josh his entire career. AOM stayed with me his entire career. Some people never move. Some people move 4 or 5 times. And so, Tharkus has been traded a bunch of times because he's always finding himself in a new tag team kind of thing. And so, there's things we make things work, but we have basically a draft system for the most part for new cards coming in.
So you'll have like 20 wrestlers each?
Well, yeah. What's the current count right now? About 45 in the Fed. We're pretty balanced.
Yeah, we're pretty balanced.
I mean, there's Josh maybe has 1 or 2 extra, I think, right now. So if let's say there's 45, we're probably like 24, 21 right now.
So roughly. You just match against each other? You're like, my guy will take on your guy?
Well, we've done away with ranking matches years ago. We do nothing but all championship matches every week. So if his guy's got the champion, I bring the contender, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Okay. And how many matches are on a card for you guys?
31 per week right now.
Wow.
We do a ton of different Feds.
Yeah. Well, we've got the 10 matches from the GWF with the main GWF titles, and then we've got 9 matches yet. 8 matches from the zone. Then we've got all the real world, we call it real world pro wrestling matches. So like ROH Indies. And Shimmer and Best of Indies and WWF 80s Fed and those kind of things.
So that's all on one massive card?
Yeah, every week.
Yeah. We do like we end with the GWF matches last. That's like
the main event.
So yeah, like GWF will do Galaxian tag, IP tag, heavy metal, hardcore, women's, 6-man every week, and that's just GWF
and mixed tag.
Yeah. So
holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of matches.
We have a lot of matches. We basically have like a 2.5-hour pay-per-view every week. So that's about how long it takes us to get through it.
And you keep like a roll call of champions so you know who's...
Yep. We've got a sheet, that for the weekly just to, change who's the current champion. And then we have a notebook for any title changes.
And the biggest title reign of the year.
Well,
they'll be Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, the best reigns, Basically, we don't really keep track of the reigns necessarily. I mean, like they get written in the notebook, but we don't really make a note of them until you get to a month long. And that's when a reign starts to really kind of get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what's your longest reign that you know of?
Still the Death Knight reign from... That's
when we didn't know we were
back when we didn't know what we were doing. The original Death Knight held the title for almost a year.
We weren't playing correctly. We were kids.
Our Galaxian championship, because we were children and didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Don't ask any more questions.
What's our best reign with the real rules?
Vengeance. 7 months. Yeah, Vengeance held the title for 7 months for us.
With the Vengeance and the High Cleaver.
That was defending it every week.
So.
Nice. Okay, I was going to say, if someone asks you, just say Vengeance. Leave the Death Knight thing out of it.
Yeah.
That's the heavyweight champ for a year.
Hey. Yeah.
That's when we weren't playing correctly.
It's a great piece of trivia, though, to have the original Death Knight card hold a title for a year. I mean,
I don't know what's more embarrassing, Death Knight as a champ or an HBK license plate. So yes, that was a little bit of a shot.
It was definitely more embarrassing to show up with the license plate. Okay.
He's considered the greatest in-ring worker of all time.
Well, yes. Come on.
So you don't have that, do you?
At least I didn't show up with my I Heart Benoit license plate. Okay.
Yeah. Then it would have been okay. Now it might raise an eyebrow or two.
my other favorite wrestler back in the late '90s. So no, I don't pick good ones here. Sorry.
Yeah, I still remember my very first Galacticon. All the American guys were asking me, like, "Do you know who Chris Benoit is?"
Never heard of him.
I'm like, "You mean Benoit?"
Yeah.
And they called him Benoit because there was a basketball player named Benoit Benjamin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I remember him. Yeah.
That's where they got the name.
It's-
I remember hanging out with you two at the Cherry Lounge one time, and this black guy's arguing with me about basketball, and I keep bringing up like Mark Eaton, and
That's right. the great Salt Lake defender. Yes.
he's like, no one can stop Jordan. I'm like, Mark Eaton stuffed him before.
Eaton, he's 7'4". Come on.
He's like, who's Mark Eaton?
We were backing you up on that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jeff.
Oh, that was just funny though. I remember that. Just arguing with this poor guy on basketball. I have no idea about anything in the '90s, but '80s basketball.
80s, yeah.
We're talking with the Lakers, and I'm like, you got Worthy, and and he's like, who? He knew nothing about that. The Lakers with Johnson and all that. It was all Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, he knew his '90s basketball, but he wasn't having any '80s discussion.
And that was funny because I have no idea who that guy was. He was just a random bar patron that I got into it with.
Yeah, no, he was just a guy that was there that night. I think I'm pretty sure he was there every night, but we were just there that night.
Yeah, that was that's fun with some of these.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I think they just muted themselves to avoid the dog bark.
I did. I muted the dog bark there.
So yeah, and you guys drive a long way to make it to some of these conventions.
We do, yeah. Jamestown's about 10.5 hours.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh one we made it to was about 9.5. Trying to think. I think it's about the
That
longest.
was the best one. Was the Pittsburgh one?
That was
travel.
the shortest. Well, no, Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago's
Chicago,
been
yeah.
the shortest.
I guess
But yeah,
Chicago.
no, but prior to that, Pittsburgh was the shortest, I think.
The Chicago was like 2 hours.
Yeah, Chicago was nice, I will say.
That was easy.
Yeah, because
The Pittsburgh one was the second longest distance, or shortest distance for
Yeah,
you.
it was.
Living
Oh,
in
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
You can imagine. Yeah, that'd be a nice one for you.
And you remember when we went to Pittsburgh, the Brewers, our team was playing the Pirates.
Yeah.
I believe the Pirates won.
I'm trying to forget that. Yeah,
Yeah, we lost.
Weren't you guys on a big winning streak too going into that?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were hot coming to that, and we got cooled off. But
somewhere in this.
Buckeyes have to be good for something, right?
This isn't a Cincinnati hat. This
okay,
is my
could have fooled me.
Hiroshima carp.
Ah, okay,
Oh,
very nice.
Even got the Japanese label on it for carp.
Okay, nice. Very cool.
you should have wore your
Thought,
Jamestown Jammers hat.
You
I
should
have worn that on here before.
I thought maybe Jay Mello passed you that hat. I didn't know.
No, he bugged me because it's it looks like Cincinnati, and it's a straight off rip off of Cincinnati. And I am a Reds fan as well. Reds are my favorite National League team. Blue Jays are my favorite American League.
Okay,
I thought that was a Reds hat this whole time.
I did too. Yeah.
So I'm glad you clarified.
You would unless that's why I pointed it out. Oh, the only person who would know would be Jeff Manning.
Yeah, he knows that you got that knockoff Reds hat on there.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is straight from Japan. It's not a knockoff. I worked for a Japanese company at one point.
Just because you ordered the hat on Wish doesn't mean it's not a knockoff. All right.
My boss, I became really good friends with the president of Sapporo, Canada.
Oh.
And he went to Japan and brought me back some Hiroshima carp stuff. And he brought me back a hat and a baseball jersey. And I put on the baseball jersey and I'm like, ooh, this is much as I can get it done up. And he's like, that's the biggest size we have.
Yeah, sizes run a little bit differently overseas, don't they?
Yeah, I'm like, well, I said, in Japan, I'd be like Andre the Giant.
Play center on the basketball team would be nice.
And it's funny because I was saying my cousin lives there. He's 6'3" and he's about 200 pounds. And he goes, he stands. Everybody's at his armpits.
Oh wow.
Not nearly as tall as we are here, huh?
It's a completely different setup over there. But it's funny because I play a lot of video games online, and the most people I play with are from Wisconsin.
Oh,
Is that right?
interesting. Very cool.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Well,
Nice.
I don't know how close it is to you guys.
about 45 minutes north
Yeah,
of
I
here.
would say.
Yeah. Not too far.
I got a bunch of friends. I started playing, with one of them, and then you just meet all his friends.
Sure.
And it's funny because I'll hop on and it'd be like 4 guys from Oshkosh. And they all want to come up and visit one time. They're like, we gotta get up there and visit you.
Yeah.
They want to do the drive up from Wisconsin to Cambridge.
Nice.
I don't know how far of a drive that would be, but I figured it'd probably be at least 8 to 10 hours.
We're about 9.5 hours from Toronto. So for perspective.
Okay.
So I don't know how close that gets us to Cambridge, but
So you'd be there in about 8 hours.
okay.
That's not bad.
Okay.
They'll be up this weekend to see you.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Would you cross at Niagara Falls or Windsor?
We cross to get. We can go either way, but it's faster to go through Windsor.
Okay, then you'd add an hour
Okay.
because Windsor's down this way, and I
Sure.
always cross at 40 or Windsor is north of us.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, so you have to go back south then a little ways. Okay.
I'm unsure on a lot of my American geography. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not that sure of my Canadian geography, so it's okay.
It's like when you made the metric joke.
Yes, exactly.
You said an ounce of preparation and all that, or for you it'd be a millimeter of preparation.
Yes.
I said there's 30 grams in an ounce.
Yes.
So Brock, did you have any questions for our guests?
You guys have anything you'd like to plug or anything?
33-year Fed.
Yeah. You got a new clothing line or anything?
No.
No.
Can I plug the Milwaukee Bucks?
A perfume?
Yeah, you could do that.
Bucks. Bucks.
What
There you go. There you go.
Didn't they win some kind of NBA championship?
They did.
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
Last year,
2 years already.
Golden State won, so now
Yeah.
this year the Bucks will win again. And they are one of the favorites.
Let's
So
hope. Let's hope. Yeah.
And didn't Kevin Garnett play for them at some point?
For the Bucks?
Hmm.
No, we never had Garnett. He played for Boston.
I knew that. I just couldn't remember who he came from.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
you're
Oh,
close.
okay.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
close. Yeah, he's near us.
Close enough.
Yeah, you're in the ballpark.
It's
You're in the
close.
ballpark. I don't expect you to follow American
It's
basketball.
the same region.
And are you guys cheeseheads?
Well, sure.
You follow the
We
Packers?
don't wear them though.
Well, Packer fans, if that's what you mean, of course. Sure.
I'm just
It's
curious.
required. It comes with your birth certificate here.
No. We eat cheese, but we don't wear the cheese heads.
Yes.
I
I
like
just wondered
cheese.
if you were like, closet Bear fans or Minnesota fans.
Oh,
No, no, no.
no. Okay. It's not allowed.
Definitely not allowed.
It's a possibility. I live in an area, for hockey where there's, probably in my town alone, there's probably 100,000 Leaf fans.
Okay.
I cheer for the St. Louis Blues.
Really? Interesting.
Well, the Blues actually win things.
Well, okay.
That's understandable.
okay.
Yeah, but you got the Maple Leafs now. They're pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. There's literally everywhere you go. There's Leaf fans or Habs fans.
No.
Because I asked Brock a couple weeks ago to make his prediction for the Stanley Cup.
What did you say, Brock?
He didn't.
I copped out.
Jeez. Why don't we give it to the Maple Leafs this year?
That was good. Good, strong.
They're due.
They're definitely due.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
They're always-
to watch a lot of hockey.
I just flick over and watch a little bit once in a while, but I'm not a huge fan or anything.
You watch The Wild?
No.
No?
A little Blackhawks once in a while.
Oh, that's even worse.
But I like the Vancouver too, though.
The Canucks.
Yeah, I kind of like them. So I got some little Canadian teams I'm cheering for.
Yeah, one of my best friends is a Canucks fan, and I just mock him relentlessly because they've been to the Cup but never get anywhere.
They haven't won a game yet this season.
No. They actually just set an NHL record for losing 3 games in a row when winning by 2 or more goals going into the final period.
Oh.
Odd stat to even have.
You don't want that.
That's not the record to have. No.
They might add to it.
We're the best at blowing leads.
Hey, somebody has to be.
Here's one. Who's your World Series pick? Houston or Philly?
Oh,
I'm gonna cheer for Philly,
yeah.
the underdog.
I can't root for Houston.
Me neither. After that, what they got away with, no.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not a Phillies fan, but I always cheer for the National League anyway. But
The Phillies barely edged out the Brewers to make the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't.
We only were a game behind them.
I don't really want to see Philadelphia fans happy, but I can't root for Houston. So,
Yeah,
I guess.
poor Jim Steele.
Yeah, it's Philadelphia. So
I'm cheering for Philly, mainly because that was the last team Roy Halladay played for.
Oh,
okay.
I'm a big Doc fan.
yeah. I imagine Jim Steele is going nuts right now.
Yeah, he's got a good throw.
Yeah, he could be. I don't know how much he watches baseball. But I want to thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
No
Gladly.
problem.
Thank you for having us.
Listening to your 33-year-old Fed and how you intertwine every card out there into one card is interesting.
Yeah, well, it's gotten to be quite a colossus here over the years, but we make it work.
A lot
That's
of
awesome.
it.
Yeah.
What does it take? Like a couple hours
Yeah, about 2.5 hours a week.
to play?
cool.
Would it just be up on like a Thursday and that's it? And
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly right. Yeah.
That's cool.
He gets
That's really
done
cool.
with, he gets done with work later than I do, so usually we meet at his house when he's done with work and get through it.
Nice.
Yeah,
We'll keep it going.
I did it for
Yeah.
and I thought that was a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot of matches.
Oh yeah, no,
You gotta
no,
get to 50 years.
yeah, no plans on slowing down. So as long
Good.
as long as they keep putting out new product, we'll be there. So,
And it's
Awesome.
good seeing you guys at the cons.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, always.
Good to see you guys.
And we don't know where the next one is yet, right? Officially.
Yeah, have we gotten a new update yet on where next year's is going to be?
I've been pushing for Maryland. I know Pete Beck said he'd help, put one on and help with the running of it,
Okay.
because Pete's been in the military for a little bit. He knows how to get things running smoothly.
I would hope so. Yeah, he should know something about organization. Yeah.
I've heard
I'd be all right with that.
the Air Force. I don't want to upset
Yeah.
the Air Force.
I could do Maryland.
I've been pushing for, and then the following year's in Jamestown.
Yeah,
All
that's,
right
what-
with
That's
when we're
awesome.
in Chicago, we're really looking forward to that. That'll be nice to go back
The
to
return visit.
Yeah,
And the year after, I'm pushing for Cambridge.
that'd be fun to do a Canadian one. That'd be cool.
Everybody's into it.
Yeah,
Everyone I've talked to said, yeah, because it's giving you 3 years to get your passport.
Yeah.
I've got mine. I'm ready to go.
A bit closer for me than Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is
Yeah, Philadelphia is
like
Philly's a little
that's
far, but
And I know that Molesky's pushing for, what people have coined the term Moleskyville.
that's the one just outside of Philadelphia, I think, right? Yeah, that is.
That little area. Where was it where they filmed The Purge?
Molesky's backyard.
That's okay. Mike doesn't watch this. We're good.
No,
Okay.
I'll watch this one. I'm going to tag him in it.
There you go.
I'm keeping my nose clean. You guys are in trouble.
Yeah, but you were laughing at all the jokes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
I'm done.
No, you're busted.
You're at least in the conference.
Brock does the editing. He can just mute himself.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Let's put a big smiley face over my square. No, I won't edit anything out. He'll be a good sport about it. It's all good.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for being here. Appreciate it. Always good to catch up and see you guys.
Thanks again for having us.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Absolutely. If you have not yet, please click that subscribe button and give us a like if you enjoyed this episode.
We're 2 away
Below.
from 100.
2 away. Nice.
Oh, this will get us way past 2.
I
this
mean, with you
episode.
guys, we might jump all the way to
You
200.
guys subscribe.
And it might be the highest rated episode ever.
This might get you guys to 102, 103 easily.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main reason we brought you guys on. I mean, because
Yeah.
sex sells, guys.
This episode's going to push it over 100 each.
Yeah.
Just get you guys to subscribe. We're at our 100.
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly. Yeah,
There you go,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. I figured that was the game plan.
and maybe get Sophie to subscribe as well.
There you go. We'll get Sophie on since it was her name at the start there. We'll get her in. She can subscribe and we'll be at
Like,
101.
what is this?
Yeah. Listen, I'm technologically challenged here. Okay.
All right. Down below in our description, you will see some other links to Filsinger Games related content. We have a couple podcasts listed. We have Roll Up, the official Filsinger Games podcast, the Filsinger Games fan podcast from Grant, Uncharted Territory from the Legends team, Lee Longpre's Dizzy Dice. And we have Solo Promoter on YouTube, Dave Little's on YouTube, After Further Review on YouTube, myself on Twitch. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. So please go check out all that other Filsinger Games related content. And if you have any Filsinger Games related content, let Mike or I know, and we'll be happy to add it to our list of links below.
And we're nearing our 1-year anniversary.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. Who would have thought?
This is week 48. So we're getting it.
Oh,
We're getting
awesome.
there.
Yeah, very cool.
Right on.
Keep the ball rolling. Nice work, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Until at least 21:05, and then we got to restart because
Yeah, then we'll just have to start
Yeah.
playing again.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start playing then again. Yeah.
We'll start playing on here.
You have to actually
I guarantee you, I rolled a 6.
break down and buy 2106. Yeah.
look, my Millennium Falcon's slowly coming along.
Ooh,
Nice.
Holy cow.
nice.
I do a bag a day.
That's a good Lego Falcon there. I like it. It's coming on nicely.
Very cool. I don't
Well-
build my Lego sets because I don't have anywhere to put them.
Yeah. Base limitations.
If you watch last week's episode, I show all my shelf where my Lego is.
Ah. I'll have to go
So
back
we
to
gotta
my
go back and check
Yeah,
it.
right.
Boxes.
Yeah,
We gotta go back and
you
pull that out.
watch the last like 10 minutes, you'll see it.
That's what we do when we're trying to stretch for time. We'll talk about Lego.
We had Omega and Magnus Colby. Not a lot to talk about there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose.
They
Not
don't have
unless-
backs on their cards.
Classics days, at least for Omega, maybe. Then
Magnus Colby was an awesome manager, though.
Yeah.
I liked him as a manager.
And we have a certain fan from Denmark that pumps up our show and talks about us.
They don't know anything about Lego in Denmark, though.
No, I wouldn't think not. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
All right, now I feel like we're rambling.
Okay.
All right, everybody, have a good one.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Later.